Hi guys, it's Alex here from Locksmithing Secrets. Now in this video I wanted to address a question that's always being brought up, whether that's on this channel, through my email, or even in the actual program we run, and that is locksmithing saturated, or is my specific area too saturated to start a locksmith business? Now before I get into that, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, because I give away a lot of tips and tricks, not only whether that's physical practice of locksmithing, also on the business and sales side. So here's a really quick way to find out if your area is saturated. Now, do bear in mind that if there is a lot of competition, that means there's a lot of demand. So I wouldn't let it put you off of starting a locksmith business. I would just suggest that you think about it more long term and think that if I do get there if I do manage to get my website up on Google within the next 12 months or the next 24 months, you're going to be making some really good money. So don't let it put you off. It might just change your strategy. So a quick way to do that, I'm going to pick a town or a city in England, just for this example, which is going to be Liverpool. So even if you're from the States, you might recognize Liverpool. It's where the famous Beatles were from. So let's just type in locksmith Liverpool. Okay, now what I've got is what's called a keyword planner tool, or a keyword research tool, which is actually a Chrome plugin. And as you can see here, it comes up with these related keywords. And if I zoom in here, you can see here that it's actually given me the volume of how many people are searching that keyword per month. So you can get this keyword tool, which is called Keywords Everywhere. I think it's Keywords Everywhere or Keywords Anywhere. And it's basically a Google Chrome plugin. And I think they do charge about $10 a month per year, which is totally worth it. Because it's going to give you a lot of insights into seeing how saturated. Now, here's a few things to look out for straight away when assessing if your area is too saturated. Now, firstly, we've got a lot of ads coming up here. Now, that shows me that there's a lot of demand in that area because the people are competing through advertising, through paid ads. So all these sponsored ones are a sign that people are really trying to fight for this top position. So that's going to let you know straight away. Secondly, we're going to know by that volume I just showed you that there's 3,600 people per month, roughly, it's just an estimate, searching for that keyword locksmith Liverpool. So again, that's quite high volume, so it's quite a lot of demand. Now, the next thing you want to look for is how many reviews have these Google My Business listings got. So as you can see here, we've got this guy who's got 5 stars and he's got 913 reviews. So that's really good. So that's going to be quite tough to compete with. It's going to take you a long time to build up that many reviews and not have a single person even give you a 4-star. So that's really good. As you can see here, there's another one with 5 stars and they've got 793 reviews. And then you've got this Lockforce here, which I believe are a franchise anyway, unless they've just got the same name. But again, they're up here in the top spot. So really, ideally you'd want to get on this maps listing. So if you're looking at these reviews and you're thinking, wow, I've got to compete quite heavily here, then it's a good indication that there's a lot of competition in your area. Now let's just say that there was only the top one here had 100 reviews or 80 reviews. That gives you a good indication that you could pretty much come along and compete with that. So another thing you want to look out for is how many kind of business directories and things come up on the first page. Now here we got the Master Locksmiths Association, which are an association, I guess, and they're appearing on the top. We've got Checker Trade at the top, Trust a Trader. Now, usually if there's a lot of competition, like if the competition's really fierce, these kind of Trust a Trader and Checker Trade don't stand a chance of ranking. So you've got a good chance of coming up on the first page here with some work. Now, a couple of tips that I recommend is by keeping your area in your domain name. So let's say you wanted to rank for this Locksmith Liverpool, you would try to include that in the domain name. So you would have www.fastlocksmithliverpool.com or, affordablelocksmithliverpool.com, whatever is available. Obviously, probably Locksmith Liverpool is not available. You could try Emergency Locksmith Liverpool and things like that. And also this keyword planner is going to give you some ideas as well, with like based on the volume, like there, Emergency Locksmith Liverpool would be a good one. So there's a few like tips on just to spend 5 minutes sussing out how fierce the competition is. If there's a lot of ads, if there's a high amount of Google reviews, it's going to be tough. Now, I wouldn't recommend that you go ahead and pay ads because they're super expensive. If I was to click on one of these ads now, I'd cost that locksmith money, even if I'm not booking a job. So I wouldn't recommend going down that route. Can be quite expensive. So if I was looking to rank for this, for example, I'd look to try and rank organically. Obviously, this is a long-term strategy to get here. You always want to try and get here. But also by naming your business Locksmith Liverpool, as you can see here, this top one's got the keyword in Locksmith Liverpool. Even though they're called LockSafe Locksmiths, they've included the keyword as they know that it's going to get them a higher ranking in the maps listing. So you want to try and include that keyword in your maps listing as well. And then by judging on this competition, the fact that we've got quite a few directories here. We've got Trust a Trader 1, Checker Trade 2, and Master Locksmiths Association 3, and Best Rated 3, Best Rated 4. That's 4 directories that are ranking on the first page. Now, that shows me that if you had a highly optimized website, you should be able to come above all of these because your website's more relevant to that keyword. So that's just some things to keep in mind. And just so if let's look on another scenario, let's say there was no ads, then that might be a good option for you because the ad cost will be lower. So the less people advertising in your area, the cheaper the cost of the ads are going to be because it runs on like an auction. So it's whoever's willing to pay the most per click. That's how it works. So if there's no ads in your area, I'll go ahead and do Google Ads. If you had a low amount of reviews here, let's say the top one only had 100, then I would aim to rank for this maps listing as soon as possible. And then if these were all locksmiths down here and there was no directories, then I would say it's going to be tougher to rank down here. But that's just some things to keep in mind. So if you want to go ahead and grab that keyword tool, it's just keywords everywhere. I'm not an affiliate for it, so don't get any commission for that. But if you want to help me out, you can just subscribe to this channel. That's all I ask for. And also, if you want more help getting your locksmith business started and perhaps you want to move into the more lucrative auto side, there's some links in the description that might help you. Click on them if you feel like it. If not, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.